Alright guys, here we are back at yet another Goodwill. As you know, I was just recently at my hometown's Goodwill, so now we're back at another, and this one being a few towns over, this being in the Phoenixville, Pennsylvania area. Very cool. Love coming out here. Always find some good deals at this Goodwill. And of course, the first thing you have to do when you walk in front is check to see what sales are going on. Always check the chalkboard. You never know. Could be some good deals on media. And always check the display cases. I have found some really good deals in here. Right there is some UMDs. No UMD videos, unfortunately. They're all games. I have no interest in the games, just the UMD videos. But always check the display cases. You never know what goodies you might find inside there. I found some really good deals on like Blu-rays or box sets or things they think are, you know, special. They want to just display in the display case, and they prove to be really good deals. So always check them when you walk in. And creepy little knickknacks. Always those lying around. They've actually moved all their movies to the back. They used to be right here. They used to actually be right here as well, where that table was, and they've moved them. Check this out, guys. Look at this cool cassette tape holder. That is awesome. I don't collect cassette tapes, but that is pretty cool. I had to look at that. And right here was a bin of stuff that had not yet been put out. As I always tell you guys, check the bins. You never know what goodies you might find. Right there on top was a Thomas DVD. I don't collect Thomas DVDs, so I didn't pick it up, but just because to show you, there are DVDs in those bins. And here's the electronics section. Always eyeing this stuff up. Always looking for VHS players. Only if they come with the remotes, though. If I can find like a $5 VHS player that comes with the remotes, I'm pretty much going to buy it. Otherwise, I'll just let it go unless it's something special. But always looking at those. This is cool. This is a portable TV. You guys remember these things? I don't know. Maybe you guys are younger than me. When I was a kid, those portable TVs were the coolest things pretty much ever. They were black and white. They were crap. But when you were a kid, the idea of a portable TV, pretty much the most amazing thing ever. Even if it was black and white. And here are all the DVDs and VHS tapes. They've actually got some new stuff since last time I was here, so that was exciting. As you can see, all kinds of goodies. That was, what was that right there? I believe that was Beverly Hillbillies. So as you see, there's some Disney in there. There's like Monsters, Inc. I already have it, but I don't know. I just had to look at it because it's cool to see Disney. There's Home on the Range. I mean, it was pretty cool. Somebody who had some good taste in Disney gave some stuff away. I already have one of these tickets, but I didn't have that artwork. I didn't pick it up or anything, but I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like some special 2-disc release or something like that. So I didn't pick it up. I didn't need it, but the different artwork made me curious. I had to check it out. So you can see plenty of stuff here. Not sure how I feel about this new way of just stacking everything on this shelf like this. Used to be done in a much nicer way, but it is what it is. It's how they do it now. Shoving it all the way in the back. That was cool. It was a Red Bull like Extreme Sports DVD, but unfortunately it was scratched, so I had to pass on that. Did not pick that up. And The Wicker Man. Here we go. Out Cold. A good movie. I already have it. That's a good movie. I love that one. It's pretty cheesy. And check this out, guys. Here we go. These are cool. I've already checked these out. I've looked at these before last time I was here. There you go. Princess Stories Volume 1, 2, and 3. So awesome. I already own those. I would have picked them up if they were in good condition, though, because I don't come across this very often. But the discs were absolutely destroyed, so I had to pass on those. But just cool to come across them, because I just don't see them very often. And when I do come across them, 90% of the time they are scratched, just like they were now. There's this. Very cool. Northern Exposure. I already have that, but very awesome to come across that. $5 for a season of Northern Exposure. It's a pretty good deal. There's some Finding Nemo there. That's awesome. Again, don't need it, but really cool to come across it. Lots of Shrek. Somebody was in the Shrek. They had plenty of it. Some Fast and Furious. This is cool. Definitely pick that up. King David. How perfect is that? For those of you who do not know, my actual name is David. So always nice coming across that. Definitely looking forward to checking out that documentary. I love A&E documentaries. There's seasons of Seinfeld, which was priced a little high in my opinion. I didn't need that anyway, but it was priced a little high anyway. The Incredibles, see guys, lots of Disney Pixar and stuff. Very cool. And of course, plenty of VHS tapes as well. Some Nat Geo. Didn't need that one though, already own that. Pretty cool to come across Nat Geo though. You guys know how much I love my National Geographic. Pearl Harbor. So lots of stuff. I'm actually really happy they started getting in VHS tapes again. For a while there they were not carrying VHS, but this store just started carrying them again, which is really nice. Hopefully they continue to do that, because since they've started carrying them again, I've bought a ton, so I hope to keep that up. So then we had to walk over here to the CDs to see what's going on over here, and some interesting stuff I ended up picking up. That, oh wait, I want to show you this quick. This, I thought was the soundtrack. It's actually a bootleg DVD. I had to pass on that. There's that Blu-ray right there. That was a Passage to India on Blu-ray. I didn't need it. I already owned that movie. But $2 for Passage to India on Blu-ray, which was pretty cool. I didn't notice it when I was filming, but when I was done and I was skimming over all this stuff again, I saw it. There's some Aerosmith. There's actually a ton of Aerosmith in here. So definitely some good CD deals. Unfortunately, really no soundtracks in here, though, that I need to grab. But there were lots of those bootleg DVDs, not just that Muppets. There were a lot in here. And they were all like in display case, or all in jewel cases and whatnot. So it was a shame to see so many of those. So there you go. That was it. Quick little trip out to Goodwill. Found a lot of goodies. Picked up some cool stuff. And just stay tuned, guys, to see what I grab. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.